You were going to play a video or something. The dates he mentioned quite similar to the dates I have. My name is Julie. Sometimes I'm known as Diana. For the benefit of my new friends. After 5 minutes, right? I don't know when to begin. It was also July of last year. When I came out of the doctor's office, every year I do a scan. Every year I will go religiously, ritualistically to do my medical check. And I submit my body to the radiographers to scan, ultrasound scan, whatever mammogram you do it for me, and then to present me a report to tell me what has grown or not grown. Well, last year was a difficult time for me when I heard that I had 5 cysts, liu, or Chinese say liu, in my liver. The sizes were 1 cm to 2.2 average. I was stunned because the liver is a very big organ. It's one of the key organs that must not be damaged if you want to live healthily. I knew that. So I panicked and I wondered what I must do. The first thing that came to my mind was pray. God can help. God already knew the thing when it started to grow. No worries, pray. Then I prayed. The next thing, TCM. Check with my friend. Call my friends who are doctors, medical practitioners, my sister's friend, my brother's friend, anybody who is a doctor, I must talk to them. What should I do? You know? I couldn't find any help. The only help I felt a little bit good was when I prayed. But I knew the situation must change. So during the meeting with the doctor, I usually have questions to the doctor like, Doc, what happened? What's wrong with my liver? How come it's become like that? And I pressed for an answer. After a while, the doctor saw my face waiting eagerly for an answer, and the doctor said, maybe don't eat so much eggs. Don't eat the yolks. We all know better, right? To eat the yolks or the whites. But that's totally a different subject. Coming back to those cysts, I panicked. And about that time, all my guppies died. So I blamed the water. My MD said, 水清无疑. I said, oh yeah, it mustn't be too clean. But this water I drink. If it kills my guppies, someday it will kill me. I was not ready to die like my guppies. I was very worried at that time. I didn't know what to do. I had a lunch and told a friend that I'm so miserable because I'm looking for the right type of water. Prior to that, another friend said, go to the supermarket, for heaven's sake. Go and see. So I looked for all types of water. Mineral water, Perrier water, and all the other brands, and also the soft drinks. All these are the waters that you can choose from. I wasn't sure if I should choose from them. My natural instinct was to look at the high prices, because if it's expensive, it's gonna be better. So I chose Perrier, and I drank Perrier for a while. But I was not satisfied because Perrier is carbonated. I didn't like it. One day I met a friend who introduced me to the water. I think you all know her. Her name is Vanessa. She's right here with us. I thank her for patiently, sincerely, and with all her heart, she taught me about water. That same day, I planned to spend an hour with her. I ended up spending 5 hours. That very day, I knew I found something. Exactly what, I didn't know, but I knew I found something. Immediately when I got home, I became skeptical. Cannot be. It's just only water. It cannot be. So why are there so many people sick if water really can cure? Then a lot of things crossed my mind. Google, right side, wrong side, everything I Googled and I read up. But deep in my heart, I knew this water is going to help me. I'm going to try drinking. I drank it with so much skepticism. and I distributed it. But seriously, I started drinking in February. Also one of the dates you mentioned. In February, Vanessa told me, Julie, you are not drinking enough. Are you drinking yourself? I know you're helping a lot of people. Are you drinking it yourself? I said, no. But I'll drink. From that day, I drank. It was such an impossible thing to drink 2 glasses, but I could do 2 liters. Seriously, I drank from February because I knew my results were going to, my next check was in June. Came June, I was a little trembling, quite confident of the water still because it had hydrated myself. The results that should happen on anybody who is drinking has happened on me. It is not that the water can possibly cure you. The cure, the change is inevitable. It comes to you. You don't have to ask for it. You just need to do one thing, drink. Right. So I drank. Came June, I went for my next scan. I couldn't wait for the results. I told the radiographer, do the liver first. She said, no, 5 hours. Do the liver first. I laid down straight. And she started scanning. I said, I had 5 cysts last year. Please look at it now. She said, are you sure you remember correctly? I can see only 2. What my eye can see are only 2. I said, I had 5. So I twisted my body. I said, check 360. Make sure you don't miscount. There were only 2 cysts. And both of them were below 1 cm in size, which is smaller than the smallest cyst I had a year ago. 3 have disappeared. I was thankful. You know what it's like to be in a doctor's office. The doctor tells you something that you have and does not give you a solution. I think I'm very interested to know how many of us here in this room have faced a situation like that where the doctor tells you what you have. Please raise your hand. 1. The doctor tells you what you have and you don't know what to do about it. You have to look for some help, whether it's Chinese or Western medicine, right? It is a very painful thing. The cyst may not be at a stage where it will kill you, but it's a nasty thought going to sleep, thinking that tomorrow your cysts may become different. And they may reach a stage where you cannot control. Yeah? So I'm very grateful for the water that I have been introduced to, thanks to Vanessa. Prior to that, in 2010, I had also through a medical check, the doctor told me I had a growth in my bladder, a very nasty growth, but she didn't know what it was. I had to come back for her to take a sample to check, and then later if it needs to be removed, I had to come back for it to be removed. My decision was to the doctor was, please take it out if it's not normal. Is it normal for cysts or things like that to grow in the bladder? Not normal. Okay, take it out. No, we need to examine. I said, no, you take it out. It's my body. I decide. So anyway, on the day where I had to be in the operation theatre, when she saw what she saw, she had it removed immediately and had it tested. It was precancerous. Precancerous. So you see, if she had left it there, and I didn't know what is pre-cancer, I would sit on it. And her doctors, her nurses will call me for an appointment. So it was removed. But what scared me real bad was, after the surgery, I was in a stupor. They came and showed me this is what was removed. So I didn't really see anything. Anyway, it was sent to the lab. So a while later when I woke, the nurse says, Dr. Ng Le Guat, some of you may know her, from the urology of Singapore, SGH. She said, Dr. Ng wants you to stay for the night. I said, I'm staying anyway. I can't cook myself tonight, so I'm staying anyway. She said, no. Her instructions are for you to stay so that she could do for you a wash in the bladder. The wash is a chemo wash. Tell you what happened. After that, I resisted, but eventually I gave in. When the chemo wash was done before they sent me home, the doctor came to see me personally, and she said, when you go home, you're supposed to be in this diaper for 3 days. Every time you use the toilet, you have to cover the lid and flush it, wait for it to fill, and flush it twice. That was poison they put in my body. And Kangen water is flushing it for me now. I'm very grateful to have learned this water. I mean, if anybody who is not in contact with this water, you just send a layman out to go and find water. We all know good and bad, relative, subjective. What's good to you is not good to you, it's not good to you. So there are many degrees of good and bad. But the right thing to look for, I was taught when I was a child. My father said, don't look for good and bad, it's endless. Look for the right versus the wrong. So Kangen water is the right one. I took it and I'm getting better. Thank you.